Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're actually going to start my very first video series. I mentioned it earlier, we're going to start a pretty much blog series where I discuss current events, dating, news, you name it, international events, controversial topics. I'm going to go ahead and discuss it. Today we're going to start off with, I'm going to say an easy one. It's not pleasant, but it's an easy one. It's about a California highway patrolman who was basically caught on video beating a woman. If you look down below, you'll see links to said incident and links to said news articles that consider said incident. So this is my response to said video. So a quick summary of what actually happens in the video. In the very beginning of the video, it's a guy who is actually filming what's going on this side of a highway. And in the very beginning of the video, you see the woman walking across, and she basically gives a dismissal wave towards the California highway patrolman, who it looks like is telling her to stop, right? And so he runs up to her, grabs her, and throws her down on the ground, right? Now, at this point, I actually still don't have a problem with what's going on in the video. Even the rough throw into the ground, even though the person who is filming the video can be heard commenting, oh, that's police brutality, I don't necessarily think so. I think it is a very aggressive way to throw her down to the ground, but nothing wrong has transpired here. I believe that, if a cop tells you to stop for whatever reason, he has the authority figure at this point, and you should stop. So, personally, I believe that's all well and good once it's thrown to the ground. What happens next, though, is the part that I have a problem with, and that's once she's down on the ground, and you can see, he's kind of struggling on top of her for a second, and then he just starts punching and wailing on her in the face, basically. And just, if you've ever seen UFC ground and pound, that's exactly what it is, and you can see it in the video below. I have a problem with that because the woman did not appear to be a threat at all, right? At that point when she was down on the ground, no threat whatsoever. B, it's not a justifiable use. To me, it's not a justifiable use of force at all. Now, after you see him pounding on him, you see another policeman come over and help out, basically, and help cuff her, and that's when the beating stops, and she gets cuffed and whatever, right? So, the pounding on the face, I have a big problem with, because, like I said, it's not a justifiable use of force. She was well incapacitated by the throw, from what it appeared to be, and there was no need to actually just, beat on her. Now, a statement released by I believe the police department said that that the cop believed that the woman was in danger of hurting herself by, walking around over there. So that's why the cop did what he did, which to me is ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. If you look at the video, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I'm sad because it puts a negative spin on cops. Cops have a rough job, and I'll be the first one to admit that. Especially, I'm looking at cops here in New York. I would not want to be a cop in New York. Completely ignoring the disrespectful factor. You've got people that, are wigged out, people that are crazy. You've got people that, either want to prove something or whatnot. And, making split-second decisions on this is not an easy matter. So, I'm never going to judge cops for that. I think they have a very difficult job to begin with. That said, there is a standard that, they have to be held to. In that situation, it was clear that the woman was of no harm. There is no harm in just holding the woman down and, waiting for backup or whatever the case may be. Even if it has to be a little rough, there was no reason to actually just go on and wail on it. And I think it puts a negative spin on cops overall, just because here, to me, until we learn any more information, it looks like a pretty clear case of police brutality in this manner. And it makes the job of other cops more difficult because, there may be a situation and scenarios where people who are trying to be arrested are in the wrong, and they may claim police brutality because, of incidents like this, and they may be more sympathetic to it. So, so overall, yes, I have a problem with it. I don't think it was warranted at all. Up until the point when once he started hitting her, to me that was, that's where it goes off. Heck, I may even think that it would be more beneficial to use a stun gun. I mean, I still don't see any reason to just wail on her like that. It's if she had hit him, or if she had been attacking him, then I could possibly understand it and give it away then. But none of that was happening, and so yeah. So for that, I don't support it. Let me know what your thoughts are on it after you see the video. You know, either way, I'm always open. If your opinion is different than mine, you know, feel free to express it. I don't mind. You know, the whole purpose of this is to encourage discussion and to get talk out of it. So I'm always curious to see of what, you know, other people think about the incident. Let me know. All right. Thank you. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.